Today, I'm going to be showing you a little trick for some of you painters out there who may not know that you can go ahead and put a decal onto a custom paint job, and you don't have to have any airbrushing skill or anything like that. So we're going to do this gas tank in pearl white, and I'm going to just add a decal to it, and we're just going to clear right over it. Okay, now we got our base coat white on this, and what you want to remember with a pearl coat is you're going to be putting multi-layers of paint on here, so you want to give it enough time to dry in between coats. You don't want to trap a lot of that solvents in between them. So we're going to go ahead and put the mid coat on here now. Okay, now we've got 3 coats of the pearl coat on top of the base white. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some base coat clear, they call it lockdown clear or color blended clear, and we're going to put that right on top of the area where we're going to put the decals. And the reason for this is that so we can sand it slightly, so we can get any type of little bit of trash or anything out of there, so the possibilities is almost eliminated with having little air bubbles or anything like that in the decal. So it's real smooth. You can come back and just sand that with a fine grade like a 2000 before we apply the decal. Okay, so now that we've put the clear on top of there, and the reason why we put the clear on top of the pearl is so when we sand this a little bit, we don't bother any of the pearl. It won't change anything. So we just take 2000 grit paper, and we're just going to sand it flat where the decal is going to go. With 2000 grit, this is going to, the clear coat's going to go right over it and be no problem. Okay, now we have our decal here, and one thing I want to make sure that you do, wash your hands first, because it's so easy to get a dirty fingerprint on the back of this decal where it's clear and it's going to show right through. Ask me how I know. Now we only get one shot at this. We've got our decal here. We're simply going to stick it on there. Now the tank is going to be sitting at this angle. You want to start from the middle and you want to work your way out so you don't get no wrinkles in it. Okay, after you get your sticker on there, you want to take an adhesion promoter and you just want to spray it real lightly with this so that the clear coat sticks real good to the decal. I would recommend this Bulldog adhesion promoter, and not because I do anything with this company, but I've tried other ones before, and you can tell after you spray it on there, let it sit for a couple minutes, and you can feel with your fingertip that it actually does soften that surface. Some other companies and other products, they don't quite soften it, and you don't think it's not working as well. So I would recommend this one. Okay, looks like we're ready for clear coat. Normally you would put 2 to 3 coats of clear on it, but in this case we want to smooth out the line, the decal, so we can't feel that. So we're going to put an extra couple of coats of clear on there so we can come back later and sand it flat. But for purposes of the video, time-wise, we'll come back to that after it's dry. Okay, so now we've let this sit 2 days. Usually 1 day is not enough because we put 5 or 6 coats, something like that. I think I forgot now, just to cover it enough so that we can sand the lines smooth. So I'm using 800 grit paper for this, just to cut it off quicker. And we're just going to block out the lines like this until we can't feel them anymore. And then I come back with some 2000 grit, wet sand it with 2000, buff it, and we're done.